Hello, everyone. Welcome to my cooking show. We're going to make something in David's kitchen today. Chicken pasta salad, $6 for 10 meals. I've got some pretty good ingredients all set up for us. I'll lay it out for you. We got hot water cooking in the back stove here. I'm going to cover it up, preserve the heat. I'm going to throw some salt on it. It's about half full, a little bit more than half full, this container, but that's enough to fill this box of ronzoni rotini. And these are little curly Q pastas I'm going to use today. We're also using a yellow pepper. I'm going to rinse off right now. Nice and clean. We're going to be using a whole package of green peas. Now, I bought these green peas for $1 at Costco for this amount of peas. When you buy it in bulk, organic peas are really a good deal. And I got some organic carrots at Costco too. That's about, I would say, less than $1 worth. You can replace it with a couple of medium carrots. One onion, that's no more than 20 cents. One celery stalk, that's no more than 20 cents. And I used a chicken breast for this, premium chunk from Costco. I got this for $1.25 a can. Or actually more like $1.30. But adding it all up, we're looking at about $6, including mayonnaise and yogurt. Yeah, so let's get this, the first step of this whole operation going, which is to cut up the onion. It's a usual thing I do. Cutting up the onion is kind of like the only thing I do in the beginning of this operation. A lot of these shows are repetitive, but it's a simple plan to always cook with onions because onions are really good for you. I don't know if you're aware of this, but they're a natural antibiotic. And they have a totally interesting ability to fight disease, onions. And you can, if you're an organic gardener, you can plant onions around your other vegetables, and it'll keep the pests away. Same with garlic. And I've got a bulb of garlic I'm going to be using this dinner too. This garlic is getting close to sprouting out. I just planted all kinds of garlic. Oh, these are already sprouting, yes. But I can still cook with it. But this is the time to sprout these, put these in the ground. They're ready to go. And I planted garlic all around my house. And today I'm going to use about 5 cloves of garlic. So, yeah, garlic keeps carpenter ants away. Yeah, very good. Carpenter ants hate living garlic. They absolutely despise it. Something about the living garlic that sends out some sort of an unknown signal. The carpenter ants, they hate. Could be the smell, I don't know. Russians are building onion-shaped buildings to honor the onion. See, even Russians respect the onion. Exactly. All right, so making sure your vegetables are cleaned off if they're not organic. In my case, my celery is not organic, but my onion and my carrots and my peas are. Now, what does organic mean? It means grown without pesticides and herbicides. And genetically modified products are generally not organic. Sometimes you can get non-genetically modified things, like oats. They don't modify oats at all. And they can still be filled with all kinds of things like Roundup, glyphosate. The government of Singapore recently rejected a bunch of Quaker Oats bars that were sent in with high levels of glyphosate in it. So just because oats are not genetically modified doesn't mean that they're not using it as a cover crop that sucks up all that horrible stuff that we're eating, which we shouldn't be. Not if we want to live a long life. And it's like the elitists are already telling us they want to get rid of the population. So we're fighting an uphill battle individually to stay alive. And believe me, nutrition is the best medicine. It really is. If you live healthy, you're going to less likely be really sick and end up bankrupting your life with the cost of healthcare the way it is, especially in America. You have organic bread and ham and cheese loaves. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. I mean, like I said, when you talk about, or when I talk about genetically modified food being bad, if you lived on a steady diet of it for 30 years, there's a good chance you'll get problems based on the laboratory studies done by Dr. Seralini in Italy, which have been proven to be true. So 30 to 40 years of constant genetically modified food would be bad for you. But to mix it up, I don't think that's a big deal. The important thing is nutrition, and diet includes flexing your nutrition with all kinds of variable things like fruits, vegetables. We've got a guy in here who, Bartholomew, who visits our show, and he swears by meat. That's all he eats is meat. And that goes against popular wisdom and everything we've been taught about cholesterol. But I met a woman at a convent in Northwest Washington, the mother superior of a convent who raised animals up here on an island. And I actually met the woman. And she had the lowest cholesterol level of anybody I've ever met, she said. And she ate like a half a pound of meat a day herself. It was amazing. It was like a mother superior testifying to the importance of a healthy outdoor life. So if you're eating meat, you need to get exercise. You need to be using it. Because they eat a lot of meat up in Alaska. I mean, way more than we do down in the States, here in the continental United States. Okay, let's get the onion cut. Put that ahead of me. Down with the camera. Okay, I just usually put the back end of the knife in here. Give it a good cut right down the side. Peel off the base. That's where the another call. I wonder who it is. Okay. Yeah. What the heck's that? I don't even recognize that person's voice. Okay, we got a full roaring boil here. I salted the water. I'm going to go ahead and pre-cook the rotini. The little spirally things, Sam. Just throw that whole box in there. And give it a stir right away. Make sure it doesn't stick. And we'll start slow cooking that. Meanwhile, I'm going to start up a rinse my hands off so I don't have my hand. I'm going to start up another burner over here on the side at level 3. All right. I didn't recognize those voices of people calling me. I can't understand who it would be. Golly gee whizzikers. Boy, the world's getting a little more complicated now, isn't it? It was supposed to get simple, but it got more complicated. I don't know why that happens. Well, when we leave it to robots to fix everything, you know it's going to get screwed up. Because they haven't had much experience here on Earth. Okay, we slice that up nice. Do it to this onion too. Zoom in on the onion. It's important to have a sharp knife. Go for fairly tight, nice tight dices here. Okay. Give that rotini another spin. You can use any pasta you want in this meal. Okay. Now for flavor today, I'm going to be cooking with butter. Sarah's here, I think. Let me go get the door. Oh my gosh, boiling over. Okay, no big deal. Don't panic. That's why you have a cloth. That wasn't too bad. I had the mistake of putting a cover on top of boiling pasta. It's a big, big mistake. Rinsing hand so as to not touch the cloth. So how was your day? Long? Yeah, I bet.
I watched that movie Wonder.
Oh, really?
I have to say, that is probably the only movie. I read the book first.
Uh-huh.
The movie definitely did it justice, maybe even better.
Really? Good.
Yeah.
Movie Wonder. Okay, I've got to put about a little pat of butter here on the, not a lot, just to, no, it doesn't matter. It needs to be put. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to put the butter on the pan at level 3. And Sarah's going to say hi to everybody. Everybody wants to meet you. So, you decided you wanted a pasta salad, so I'm making a pasta salad.
Thank you for doing that for me.
I needed to come up with something to make anyway.
I kind of figured that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take these onions here and you move this. No, I'm fine. I'm just going to show everybody what I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to move the onions into the pan on top of the butter, melted butter. So here I go. I'm grabbing the onion, dropping them onto the pan on top of the melted butter. No problem. I'm going to start cutting these carrots because they're going to take some time to cook. So I'm going to start those right now, and I'm going to dice them. I'm going to line them up and dice them. Holding the tip of the knife down like that, face the knife down on the board, and then just use it as a lever. And go right down on these already peeled carrots. I love cooking with these things because they're so easy to cook with. Just munching through those, dicing them about the same size I made the onions. Meanwhile, that rotini's cooking just perfectly. It's going to take about 10 to 12 minutes for the rotini to fully cook. So we're doing great time-wise. What I'm going to do is kind of glaze these vegetables, get them al dente. I'm going to steam fry them really fast and glaze them so they have just a little bit of crunch, but not mushy. With all the vegetables, including the celery and the yellow pepper. All right. Those go in the pan with the onions. Once I get all the vegetables in here, I'm going to then, I'm not even reading the iBlog chat. Hang on, guys. Hello, guys. What's going on? Hey, Shelly, garlic keeps the vampires away. It's not Chinese chicken. No, it's canned chicken from Kirkland. Premium chunk chicken breast. Extra lean, packed in water. Yeah, let's do that celery now. I'm going to leave the skin on here for roughage. Sometimes you can pull the stringy stuff off the celery if you have people that are, really, who can't handle roughage, but almost everybody likes roughage. Good biotica for your body. Probiotica. Like when we bought our orange juice, we bought extra pulp in it, and I kind of like that. Okay, crunching up this celery. There we go. And almost done. Okay, put that right on top of the onions and the carrots. Press it all into the glazed butter on top of the pan. And we're almost ready with pepper. I'm going to add that at the last part. So what I'm going to do right now is turn the temperature of my big burner up to 6. So now both of them are running at 6. I'm going to turn the first one down to 3 and put a cover on it to kind of save some energy. I really don't need to run that at 6. But this other one, I'm going to just start glazing, caramelizing the onions with the butter. Okay, there we go. Pulling the seeds out. We're all set, and I'll interact with the chat in just a second. And I think with these, you want to be able to pull some of these out, so I'm going to make them big enough to actually pull out, like that. But I'm going to cut them in half.
Yeah, that's fine, either way.
Just so that if you want to pull them out, you can. If you cut them any smaller than that, she won't be able to pull them out. She's having some issues with nightshade vegetables, but
David does have a nice cleaver.
It's a good cleaver. Yeah, that's the best part about it. Once you find a cleaver, you like to cook. Okay, I'm going to throw these on top of the other vegetables. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of water. This is where the steam fry comes in. I just put a little water on that hot pan, about 2 tablespoons. And I think what kind of a flavor would be good? I think a little Italian seasoning would be good, just for flavor.
Italian seasoning is always good.
Because we're going to be short on flavor in this meal, and that's what we have to work on. So a little bit of Italian seasoning to go on top of that. Just sprinkle it on top, no more than a half a teaspoon. Okay, there we go. And we'll start talking to the chatters here. Yeah, cooking can be fun. Okay, you can't hear anything? Why not? So your volume, if you're able to double it? Wow, we can't, I can't. Is the volume down on your end too? Is Vaughn having a volume issue? Okay, testing 1, 2, 3, because we were having no problem earlier. Mic is fine. Mic is fine. Yeah, some people like volume is low for you. Sound is fine on Scissor Fight side. Yeah, well, sorry guys, you're gonna have to crank up your volume. I can't control volume on the iVlog feed. I don't think.
What about?
I don't think I can adjust it on the fly. No. I can turn the stream off. I don't think there's an audio. Let me adjust the stream. I'm going to turn iVlog off for a second and I'll restart it. Let me see if I can adjust the stream over here. Nothing to do with audio encoding, bitrate, stereo, format. I go to mono.
I would think stereo is better.
Yeah, stereo is better, yeah. Codecs, I can't control anything else besides that. On audio, that's it. Enable, leave audio and video in one RTMP signal on it.
That's good.
Okay. Boil over. Okay, you can turn off the pasta completely. Just turn the whole thing off now. I'll let it set in its own heat.
Shelly says audio volume is perfect.
Oh, so people are messing with us.
I don't know.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome again to iVlog. You can refresh.
Hello, Jess. This Josh.
Refresh. Didn't really do anything. Yeah. Audio is fine over at Vaughn. Sound is fine, Scissor Fight says. Okay, so they were just messing with us.
Yeah. Some
Okay.
trolls like to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to take that?
I'm just going to take a compost heap and set it right over here and shovel it in. It's easier that way.
That's what I did.
Oh yeah, so how'd that go?
I moved over a lot. So
Good.
it worked like an hour.
Wow. So the worms are they in the right place? Doing their job?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, worm bins are great. We've got a bunch of
The hard
worms.
part about worm bins is just emptying it. That's
Oh, yeah.
the hardest part.
Okay, I'm going to give those vegetables a stir on the stove here. Bring the camera forward.
Yeah, will do.
Okay. Okay. Everything gets a stir now. Remember, you're not trying to push these to the max. You want them just to be very lightly done. I'm going to drain the plastic out. I think the best bowl is big bowl.
Yeah.
All right. I think the rotini is done, but I'm going to let them. Oh no, they're perfect. I'm going to drain that right now in the sink, and you'll see me drain the rotini right now. I'm going to run a little water next to the thing, so there we go. I'm not going to actually. I'm going to save that water right there, because then I'm going to take my peas and put it right in that water. See that?
Oh.
The peas go right in there. Okay, everything's almost perfect. Just a little bit more. I'm going to turn both burners off now, and I'm going to set the pasta back in this bowl right here, or this container, the pot, and I'm going to put a little butter on the top of that. There we go. For flavoring, another pound of butter. It doesn't have to be a lot of butter, just enough for flavoring. And then put it on top, let it melt in, and then move it around the pasta once it's melted. Okay, and all the burners are off now. I'm going to take this pasta, or this chicken, open the top on it. And the chicken's already pre-cooked, so I'm going to take all the juice from that chicken and put it in on top of the vegetables now. And I'm infusing all the juice from all that chicken juice into this dish. So it's going to add some salt to the dish, covering it back up, and letting it sit in its own heat with all the vegetables. So what I'm making is kind of a mix of broth from the chicken with the vegetables and all of the good vitamins that are in that oil or the butter, and it's all melding together just naturally inside the covered container. That's the whole idea. Infusing the flavors. Doesn't take a lot of cooking because this is, remember, a cold salad. Now, I could have put eggs in here, but I'm not going to because many people are a little bit upset about eggs. You know, they don't really like them. So I'm going to go with the idea that no eggs is better because eggs kind of thicken it up too. And when we add the mayonnaise, of course, that has eggs in it. So, but got some really good mayonnaise and some really natural organic yogurt mixed together. Safflower mayonnaise, which is naturally free of any pesticides. And that's, I think, I'll show it to you. Hollywood is the name?
Oh, yeah. Hollywood.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, safflower. It's naturally free of pesticides, naturally. And then Hain organic plain yogurt. I got this entire container for $1. Even though it's not non-fat, it's going to taste really, really good in this pasta salad. So right now, it's just letting everything cool off. I'm going to give those pasta a little spin with the butter on it, so it kind of coats it. It doesn't stick. You can even lift the cover on that, let it cool off. Now the peas have enough heat in them right now to rehydrate. They're already pre-cooked too when you buy them frozen, so you don't have to worry much about the peas. They're just going to sit in that hot water rehydrating. Yeah. So we're pretty much almost done, except we're going to mix everything together in this big container, and it'll be kind of like a full cold pasta salad. You let it set overnight, and it's really good. So I'll show it to you when it's all ready in just a few minutes. Sarah is 5'11".
5'11", yeah.
I'm 6'4". So this movie, Wonder.
Yeah, it's based on a book.
What's it about?
It's about a kid who basically is born with deformities and how he adapts to going to school for the first time when he's in 5th grade.
This is a new movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Who's the star in that movie?
Julia Roberts is the mom. What's that?
I forget his name. He's a blonde guy. He's in a lot of movies now.
Yeah, that has a.
You know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, that's the dad. And who knows who the kid is.
He has kind of a smile on his face all the time. Kind of
McConaughey? No.
He's not McDonough or McConaughey.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Anyway, that's cool.
I wipe this out.
Here, yeah, I'll just take it. Let's push it in here. This thing I'll put under water. I'm going to rinse the can out so we can toss the can in the recycler. I think I'll throw that in the compost heap, though. That's me. Yeah, okay, cool. We have a septic system.
It's called Wonder. It's from a book.
The whole show's about a deformed child that parents have to deal with.
August Pullman.
Yeah.
Augie. There's a second book called Augie and Me.
Okay. Great. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take everything. Right now I'm going to take that chicken and mix it around the vegetables. Kind of pressing it in.
Mm-hmm.
And mix it, getting it small because the chicken has to be broken up into small pieces. Whoa. There we go. But everything is kind of al dente, which is perfect crunch. You don't want to get too...
You don't want to overcook your vegetables.
Yeah. The thing is, the carrots... You want to try one of the carrots and see how crunchy it is? Let it cool off. It's kind of hot. Good with that?
Yeah, they're good.
They're good. Perfect crunch. Okay, good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and drain the peas. Okay. And we're going to put the pasta in the container where the peas are going to be. Let's push that vision to the front. Bring that photograph to the front.
Oh, sorry, gotcha. I didn't know what you were saying.
Okay, and then we're going to put the pasta down. Making sure we get it all. And it doesn't stick. You want to get some water in there, so if you let that sit overnight, it'll definitely turn into a...
Your pan right away.
Yeah, then you can put the peas right on top of that. Kind of mix it in. And then take all the other vegetables, including what's in it, broth-wise, and put that in there too. And then just kind of mix it around lightly with the spatula. And cover it up. Let's get a plate covered up for posterity. Then we'll bring in once it cools off a little bit, actually I think I'll leave it uncovered for now, but we'll have a plate for it. Once it cools off a bit, then I'm going to add my mayonnaise and my yogurt. And I'm also going to add a special ingredient, which I think really, really works well with chicken, and that's blue cheese.
Mm.
I've got a little blue cheese dressing that I think would be a nice little highlight to that.
Yeah, that's a good
idea. Now, pasta salad, if you use, you can also add parsley. Did I put some parsley in this? In the garden? A little bit fresher green, yeah. I'm going to go get some parsley while Sarah talks to you guys. And I'll be right back. I've got a bunch of parsley growing outside.
Now it looks like a pasta dish, a pasta salad, which is exactly what we were going for. Pasta salad. Pasta salad's always a good thing to take for a little menu together. And there you go. Yeah, the food looks pretty good, and then just add a little mayonnaise. Or David does a yogurt to lower the calories. Well, yes, we're. Oh, yes. Well, we are going to. It's going to be cold. Exactly. You have to cook it and then order to chill it. It was cold outside, Captain. I just haven't, gotten into the house yet.
I was looking at the weather. We're going to have another 5 days of 28-degree weather.
Yeah.
Next week.
They said, that I guess the groundhog was right.
Yeah. I'm rinsing off my parsley from outside, making sure there's no chemtrails and diesel pollution on it. Yeah, I rinsed it off so it doesn't have any diesel or chemtrails. So it's great. That's right. Pasta salad for everybody. I win. I'm going to take the parsley and hold it up. You can see it. You can keep the camera where it is. Fine. I'm just going to get the side of they can look at it while they look at it. And I'm going to crush these into little crinkly area. I'm going to press it all down. See how I'm pressing it down?
Yes,
into a little bunch. Really tight little bunch. Like a literally tight little ball. And then just start shaving it off. This will really, really put out a really fine little amount of fresh parsley, which I think helps people in many ways in a pasta salad. Something about its quality. It's a diuretic. It's a natural diuretic. It adds a lot of vitamins to your dish. And it is organic from the garden, so, and then just diced up like that. Nice. Nice and fluffy. Fluffy the parsley. All right, cool. So they found that shooter yesterday has completely admitted to his crime and has completely admitted to what he did. All these people who allegedly died are, their families are now. So here's a guy who's completely a loner, no parents to speak of, completely into some sort of a white supremacist organization, or actually it was a militant organization, not a white supremacist organization, a militant, homegrown terrorist organization, they're saying, which isn't true. Just that's what they're trying to lean toward. It's just a group of militias. There's 10,000 militias in Florida alone.
Wow.
So, I mean, there's a lot of people who join these things because they like to shoot guns.
Yeah.
Anyway, this whole thing kind of ties together into a discussion about a lone wolf assassin tonight. We'll be discussing possibilities of a second shooter, which the government is kind of overlooking right now. There's some evidence that a girl believed that a second shooter was doing this because her testimony contradicts the official testimony. And then there's this kind of the really big thing we're going to talk about tonight is how they were actually planning a crisis event that day at that school. So it's kind of interesting.
What?
Yeah, they knew in advance that they were having a crisis event at that school that day, and I have proof of that tonight. I'll be showing in the show. So very strange stuff going on. We don't know what to make of it. All right, so I'm going to take it and just move it all around. Make sure it's not too hot. But you can add the yogurt and the mayonnaise right now at this point. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, so there's some questions about the whole thing that just don't add up. But we'll be talking about that tonight. I'm going to take the rest of this Hollywood yogurt and put it right in there. I've already pre-mixed the Hollywood yogurt with some of this, the Hollywood mayonnaise, excuse me. I love the taste of that stuff. But I'm going to add some whole organic yogurt, which I picked up right now, to this dish. I'm going to make it very luxurious, about the same even amount. You can dust this with paprika or pepper. So we'll do it both, actually. I'm going to take both my instruments and just kind of mix it together. Good. Perfect mix. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be great. I love the colors, too, the texture.
Yeah.
It's going to be really nice. Okay, I think I've got enough of the mayonnaise in there. I'm gonna add a little chunky blue cheese.
The yogurt is for health, to have less calories.
I'm putting about that much mayonnaise or blue cheese dressing. So this blue cheese is really going to kind of take it to the next level. I'm not putting a lot of it in, just enough for flavoring. That kind of seals the deal. You can also put Parmesan on top of this dish. That is beautiful. Nice. Came out perfect. Waste not, want not.
That's true. The blue cheese is not low calorie.
This is not that low calorie dish. Take some paprika and dust the top of it for presentation. And pepper. All right. And the plate. Okay, we are looking at meals for 10 people here that you could actually take on the road. Once it's refrigerated, you actually take it on the road and take it for lunch. It's a complete meal. It has protein, vegetables, and starch. Really, really good. All right, thank you. This concludes another David's Fusion Cooking Show. Thank you very much for watching.